real everyday trader. Okay, today is day 134. It's a Friday. Yep, let's get started. Let's take a look. Okay, Aussie Cat. Okay, what I have on my charts right now was a trade I took yesterday. Waited for the low test, and when it broke above the trigger line, I entered my trade, and we set about a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio, and I just let it run while I went to bed, and my take profit level got taken out. So pretty okay with that. I'll have to journal this trade entry later on. I'll find time to do that. Remember to journal your trades so that you know how your trades perform over a period of time, and what you want is consistency. So well, let's just take a look and see. For me, having taken this trade and already out of it, don't think I would enter another trade today. So I'm not gonna take a look at this right now. Yeah, the downtrend is still pretty strong. So yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. Maybe just take a note when it comes above this high to see if it triggers and closes above. Okay, so next, Aussie Swiss. We got the breakdown yesterday. Yeah, just price action that on a 2 hour especially that I don't trade with. It's not something I trade. I prefer clean price actions, and I'll just wait it out. I'll just wait for stuff that I like. No rush. Aussie yen, but the trigger went down. Yeah, so this obviously you can see it's just grinding down. So if I was using the 2 hour to play my pullbacks, yeah, if I wait for candle closes, I would be in really poor positions, poor entries. So for me, you probably might find a trade in the lower time frames trading these pullbacks, but for me it just wasn't anything clean enough. Maybe this one was clean enough, but this pullback here, but the rest, it's just no clean pullback entries for me. So right now I am not interested in doing anything on these charts as well. So let's move on. Aussie New Zealand dollar. Yeah, this thing is a mess as well. Just look at this. It's not something I really like. It's okay, but and yeah, on the daily it's just lower highs and higher lows, so obviously a sign of a wedge like that, which I don't really care for. It's just something I observe. It's fine, just observe it so that you know that you are trading within these boundaries. It's okay, you don't have to do anything about it. Just be aware that that's happening. Aussie dollar white range. You see the consolidation. So white range consolidation, like a doji, almost like a doji. So what's gonna happen today? So well, if it breaks above this level or breaks down this level, then we might see the trend continuation downwards. So that's why it's important to have these notes taken down to see if over time they prove to be an edge for you in the trading. So for me, having a wide range and followed by a rest, I call this a rest day, there is some edge in terms of when it breaks above back this high, it could go back, retrace a bit, so you could take a little, I won't say scalp, but a quick trade back up. Of course, if it breaks down, then it'll be trend continuation downwards. So if the range is within this candle, I'm not gonna do anything, and that's how I've set my alerts. I'm only gonna decide once it takes one of these levels out. Otherwise, I'm not gonna do anything. Simple as that. Cat Swiss. Okay, so we've got a trigger for the sell yesterday. So today, what's the edge, right? I mean, we should be looking for more downside, and the 2-hour chart confirms it as well. So we've got the up move, we've got this up move, and this down move is quite impulsive. It kind of changes the character of the push up. So I'm only gonna look for sells. I'm gonna look for the what is known as the anti-sell, which is the first reversal pullback sell. So this is considered a reversal. We don't know yet. I think it's a reversal, a pullback, and then the sell. So you might not pull back to this level. So the thing about pullbacks is you never know where it goes to. So we'll just let things ride out. How I would like entry to be is you either take a trend line. So see, there's not enough reference to enter your trade right now. You wouldn't want to enter your trade. You want to make sure there's a nice pullback, some nice price action, and then you take it down. If it just comes down from here, well, too bad. It's no trade for me, and I'm okay with that. But I'm just gonna set it there and we'll decide. So let's see if it pushes up and then comes back down. If it does, we might have a trade. Yeah, nice level, decent level. Okay, cat yen. Yeah, it's just moving up, right? And pull back downwards, up, pull back up, back down to this level. So yeah, you know, this one is tough because you know, every time it was a pullback, I don't think I would have taken this. So we've already got a super extended run up. Push 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't really want to trade the upside on this. Neither do I want to sell right here because there's no lower swing low. You can see they're all higher. So I'm just gonna leave this as it is. What I might do is, because there's this level here waiting for the trigger, what I'll do is I'll just set a line here. I'll just draw my line, and then I'll set the alert on the daily to say this will be the LOHV sell trigger, so that at least I get triggered if that happens. But other than that, I'm not gonna do anything. We'll just leave it. Swiss yen. On the daily, yeah, there's topping action here. But this morning it's just moving up, so I'm not a fan of taking trades like that. We'll just set an alert up here anyway, and we'll see what happens if that gets hit, and we'll decide from there. Okay, Euro, Aussie dollar, we've got the wide range, and you see a consolidation again, a doji. So I won't, it's not exactly a doji, but it's just consolidation. So likewise, let's just set an alert right here, the low of this candle, and do we set the upper boundary? Yeah, we just set the upper boundary anyway. So it is quite a big range to be in. Hence, I don't do anything in here. We wait for something to happen. It's just no edge trading, things like that. You only want to see if it breaks out below or upwards. At least for me, that's my strategy. Okay, Euro CAD. Sorry, let me go back and take a note on Euro Aussie. I call it a white range plus rest day. So white range candle plus a rest day. So that's a pattern that I recognize and I write down in my trade sheet, just so I know what I'm trading. Okay, EuroCAD on the day. Likewise, there's no special setup that I see. I mean, this definitely looks like it just wants to come back up a bit, but we don't know. So best to use a trigger line. We'll just let price tell us. We're not gonna try and be too predictive about it. We anticipate, but we just want to try and react to what the market does. So yeah, it looks like it may want to come up like my Aussie CAD trade, but until a higher high, because these are all, there's no high, until a higher high, like a higher swing, then we can maybe play the pullback. But other than that, I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Euro Swiss on the daily time frame, yeah, you got a wide range, you got the rest, and then the reversal. So you broke down this level. This was your chance to get in on some action, but I think this is done for now. It's not something I trade. There's nothing here. I'm gonna move on. Euro pound. Okay, so yeah, we got a wide range, consolidation, another consolidation, and this is like some sort of inverted hammer. So this is just stuff that I don't trade. There's no edge in this. So I'm just gonna totally ignore this for now. Okay, Euro Yen. Well, we had a topping action here. See, inverted hammer and then come back down, and then bullish, and then you come back down again. So, and on the 2-hour charts, you can there's just nothing on the 2-hour charts that would convince me to take a trade. So I'm not interested in this as well. I might want to set an alert here. And today being Friday, I'm not too keen on leaving overnight or over the weekend trades. So we'll just set an alert, and there might be a trade next week on Monday. Euro, New Zealand dollar, nice push up, push back down. So okay, so this is a pullback. So maybe we missed an entry. This could have been an entry this morning here. Maybe take it back to my close. That's pretty good RR. Can be conservative and just go for something like that. As you can see, we've almost already did a 1R. So if you took this trade in the morning 7 o'clock my time, you would have already got your 1R. Right, so pullback, this is the level here. So I'll just take note of it, and I'll just put a purple mark that we kind of missed this trade. I don't really want to chase this trade, but if it pulls back for some reason, you never know. If it pulls back, a bit, set alert, we might just enter a trade again. So there we go, we just mark it at this at that level, and then we move on. Mistrade is a mistrade. Euro dollar. Okay, we got it up, pull back, made a higher high. So now it's still technically it's still in the uptrend, right? I mean, this is a higher low. We don't know if this will complete or this will come back down. So likewise, we got a fairly wide ranging candle, and I call this consolidation. So if it breaks down this level, we might do something. Other than that, I'm staying out. There's no trade. Pound Aussie, wide range, little consolidation. So likewise, we use the strategy of it having to break this low. Break this low and then come back down a bit. So yeah, from this level we break and then maybe we'll come down here. Nothing too crazy. See, the thing about this kind of trades is there is an edge. It's just that your RR isn't too crazy. It's up to you whether you like to do something like that. But there is some edge to this, definitely. Okay, edge doesn't mean confirm win. It just means the probability is in your favor. Okay, let's just remove that. I was drawing that line to see the reason why I had that. I was watching this level because this is somewhat like a pullback. You got the down, an up move, and then a pullback on this up reversal, this reversal move. It's just, I didn't like it because it's just too many levels. There's this strong level here that I just don't quite like. So that's why I didn't really put it on my trade radar. We'll just leave it as it is. British pound Swissy, trigger for the sell, but we know at this level triggering this, it's not exactly something I like. We got this huge push up, so this could be just a pullback leg of this up. So what I'll do is I'll set this here. Okay, we've set the alert and we will just wait. So I'll set a demarcation. I might trade this because this is what I see in the up. I mean, we've got this up, pull back, up, so up, pull back, and then we'll go back up there, especially with this weekly level. So it penetrated a bit, but it looks like it will break back up again. So yep, I'm keeping this on my radar. It's not super nice, but it's okay. British pound yen. On the daily chart, yeah, bit of a topping action. We've got the monthly levels hovering around there, so likewise we'll set the alert. Nothing I'm gonna do today. Maybe something for Monday, so I'm gonna trigger it so that I know if it triggers. I know, yeah, this could just push further up, like that. You got the purple line, purple dot, pop, pop, pop. You think it's coming down? Nope, it goes back up. You think it goes down? Nope, it goes back up again, and then one final down. So we never know. That's why we wait. British pound, New Zealand dollar. Oh, this is very similar to the missed trade on Euro, New Zealand dollar here, right? See? So we got the up, pull back on this last move, and yeah, the only thing I don't like is this oscillator. This thing is getting below the zero line, so it's getting ready to continue on the downtrend. So it might be pull back up and then down again, more like a reversal at here. But there is no this level is not this there's nothing at this level to indicate a reversal is at hand. It's right in the middle of, you know, the range, so no trade. GBP, the British pound, US dollar, known as the cable, obviously. Yeah, this one looks good to a certain extent because we've got the break up, we come back down to this level, which is a nice strong level. We can obviously see that. I mean, if you wanted to draw a zone or levels, but we've got the previous month high and low line, which I use more definitively, and it's also giving me the same sentiment, right? I mean, it's gonna try and bounce from here. So what are we gonna do? We've already got the trigger up for this. So technically you would enter here, your stop loss would be here. You have not been taken out yet. If you wanted to be aggressive, you obviously take it back all the way up here. If you wanted to be a bit safer, you could target this level here, and you still got 1.52 R, so that's okay. I'm just gonna set it here as well. I'm not too sure I want to trade this yet. Maybe one final confirmation. Let's let it take this guy out, and then maybe we enter. And it's it's early in the morning anyway in Asia, so maybe we will wait closer for the London session. So I'll call this a pullback buy. So we'll see. Never rush into a trade. New Zealand CAD. From a daily perspective, I broke down the previous month high until it comes back up, closes above here. I'm not gonna do anything. This is just, you know, it's just telling you I'm gonna hang out here for a while. So no trade. No trade. You got a level here. You won't even want to play the reversal. There's no swing here. So this is technically not a higher swing because the last swing was this one. There isn't another swing. If there was a lower swing here, yeah, maybe, but no. This and just a look at New Zealand Swiss franc, wide range consolidation. Looking at the previous price, looking at the previous bars on the daily time frame, make me doesn't really want to trade this. I don't really want to trade this, so I'm gonna skip. Sorry, let me just go back there and let's see if there's a little edge here. We've got a wide range, we've got the narrow consolidation. So let me just note that down. So it's just low. So I'll just set it anyway, no harm. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna set it here. So this thing may just break down versus going back up again this time. We never know. So I'm just setting the alerts. Doesn't mean I'm gonna take the trade, but I'm gonna set it anyway. So for observation. New Zealand yen. Oh yeah, this trend line we can just see. So on the daily, still not ready to reverse quite yet. We need a lower low swing, right? I mean, these are all higher lows. We need a lower low swing, then maybe we do the reversal back down. So no trade I can think of. New Zealand dollar, wide range consolidation. So very similar. We see a pattern today. You see the market gives you patterns and cycles, and these are clues that I take note. You know, you got wide range and then the consolidation. It's quite common. It happens quite a lot. Go do your own back test. It happens quite a lot. So I'm just setting my alerts. Doesn't mean I'm gonna do anything, because you see this, it's not quite tradable. You want it to kind of give you a little hint of what happens. US dollar CAD, this was a trade I was contemplating, but I didn't take this one. I took Aussie CAD instead, and that turned out to be a winner. A lot cleaner. Price action on the Aussie CAD was a lot cleaner. This one, you know, it still got you there, but wasn't as clean compared to, you see, Aussie CAD, a lot cleaner. Well, just by luck or by chance, I preferred this because of this move down. So this one had a lot of back and forth, so I didn't quite like it. So that's the reason why I didn't take this, and I took Aussie CAD. So right now, is there anything to trade? Yeah. We still might get another trade. Well, the only obvious play I can think of is coming back down to this level and maybe going back up here again. So let's set an alert here. It doesn't get there, I'm not interested, because there won't be enough risk reward ratio in the trade to take it. Let's go US dollar Swiss. Oops, why is it not loading? Okay, US dollar Swiss, we've got the impulse back up, so it has been on a downtrend. See, this was, I consider this some sort of swing level, right? We could go come down up, so it didn't really break this swing level yet. So this one is a bit of a mess. US dollar Swiss, I have to admit, this is a bit of a mess. I don't want to trade this. Yeah, I don't want to trade this. It's a choppy price action. You know, anything can happen, and I'm trying to detect an edge, and I don't really see it, so I don't want to trade this. Wide range, the theme is so similar for this Friday. So we've got the wide range plus the rest day. So what do? We set alerts. I'll set it here. Below and above. Nothing. I will not do anything if it doesn't trigger any one of these yet. Even if it triggers, I still watch. Right? We want people to show their hand. Then we'll consider. So I've actually marked quite a lot of this wide range plus a consolidation or rest day moves. So it could be continuation up. Obviously, even if it reverses, it seldom reverses full. It reverses to maybe halfway of the range, maybe. So you might want to trade smaller, and you want to take smaller targets, but the edge is there. If you know it presents itself, you might want to take it. Okay, so let's look at indices. We're done with forex pairs. So we had that 3-bar push down, so some sort of a mini pullback was kind of inevitable, especially for indices. You know, there's still a lot of people wanting to come into the market. So yeah. Yeah, this is definitely still a downtrend, and we don't want to do anything in the morning, Asia time, especially for me at least. But yeah, I mean, the obvious play, when I say obvious, means is we take it back down somewhere here. Yeah, but no, there's no trade yet. The Nasdaq hitting a monthly level here, bit of a rejection. Yeah, I don't want to take the trade back up yet because I need to see a higher swing level, right? We wanna, at least for me, I prefer. I don't think I can consider this a swing. Is this a swing? Well, it could be a swing, right? I mean, down, up, swing, down. So this higher high, yeah, a bit of a mess as well for this one. Well, obviously, when I say obviously, the play is upside here. We'll just leave it as that. We'll just see what happens. Nothing obvious actually. The Dow, likewise, big push down. From a daily perspective, this is still down, right? I mean, it's still down, still coming down. But you know, again, knowing the market, how bullish it is, it could just be we could see maybe a slight pullback and maybe up again, but we don't know. So I'm just letting this go for now. The Aussie index, the ASX, rejection, one down, rejection. But I'm not ready to trade up on this quite yet. Similarly, maybe some sort of a mini pullback from this level before we take it back up again. Let's see if we get something. We might not. That's fine. I like to trade obvious stuff. I like to trade things that are obvious. Helps me a lot. Like this one, the Nikkei, still down. There's no, so this is like a first, this is almost like the first swing up from this move down. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to trade this quite yet. So let's just not trade it. Wti, push down, push back up. Yeah, looks like this thing wants to go back up, doesn't it? But how do we trade this? If by any measure it's gotta be pullback. I like to trade pullbacks. I don't like to trade from here because where do you set your stop loss, right? I mean, if you want to enter now, where do you set a stop loss? Here. I always prefer like a swing to allow me to have a stop loss level. I mean, stop loss is arbitrary. You can set it anywhere, but right, what do you want? So for me, no, let's not do anything. Let's look at Wti Crude. Okay, finally it's coming down. Made a lower low from this. So yeah, I would like to trade the downside on this. So if there is a little pullback, which is happening right now, I like to trade this. So we'll see. I'll set here. It's gonna be pretty tight though if I do this. I'm gonna call this a pullback sell. Let's see if it closes below here. So Well, the idea is, how do you plan your entry, right? I mean, how high would this retrace? We don't know. So I think the rule has to be, it has to at least pull back or retrace 3 to 4 bars, which it has. It just isn't a very nice pullback. I mean, I would like to pull back a bit higher. A lot of times, with these dots, it will just fake out and then come back down again. So I tell you what, I'm gonna just set an alert here to tell me if it tries to fake out and then come back down, and that's when I take the trade down. So the rule of thumb also is, I only trade especially for sell or buy for the matter, I would only take on candles that are in the direction of the trade. Means it has to close lower. It needs to be a red candle if I'm going to sell. So that's why I've set my alert here. So I'm going to take note. Something I'm going to be watching. There's quite a bit of downside here. So this is the line. So it's still teetering on that, right? If you look at it, it's still teetering on this trend line. But again, as I said, I don't really trade trend lines. It's more for observation. So pull back and then downwards. Let me just get my RR up to see if this is worth a trade. So if I set my loss, yeah, it's actually okay. 2R is very, very good. So we'll see. We'll just set the alerts and let's see. So silver, we got pushed down, kind of like, again, a consolidation day. So likewise, if you take Q from this level, yeah, there is some downside, but this is the monthly level. So this is like the max you want to go for this, because, right, it's quite obvious, right? It's still uptrend. So yeah, not super duper fantastic trade potential. In fact, I don't quite like this, so I'm just gonna ignore it for now. So gold, gold is presenting an interesting option as well. I mean, we got that, right, which I don't use, but it's just for you for clarity. So it's easier to see as down, up, and then back down again. This is something I might trade. The push down, so it's still fresh. This is still fresh. Isn't too late in the reversal or potential reversal. Obviously, it's still uptrend. There is some space, quite a lot of space to get even to this level. You're gonna have a lot of, right, from here. Let's say you don't want it to short something closer to here, where this is a potential support area. So yeah, actually this might be okay to initiate a trade. Again, quite enough RR, so we'll set this, and if it triggers, I might put a small position. T cell. We'll put a small position, risk a small position. It all adds up. So let me take note of that. So let me take note that WTI, we got a potential anti-sell. Gold, we got a potential anti-sell as well. Okay, so I think that's it. I've covered all the pairs that I'm watching and all the assets I'm watching. Okay, so good luck everybody. Have a good weekend. We'll catch up again. Cheers.